So, Mike, I've always been a little bit confused about which plastics are recyclable.
Well, join the crowd. It's a confusing topic. So, a couple of things to remember about plastics. One, most plastics have a number on the bottom. The numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6. I think 7 too. And in Montclair, only plastics that have a number 1 or number 2 can be recycled. So if you look at this Tide bottle and you pick it up and you see this triangle at the bottom, it has a number 2. So it's recyclable. There are other products which are that we use in our everyday lives that either have no number on the bottom or have a 3, 4, 5, 6, or 7, such as this one, which has no number, is not recyclable. So that's one of the important things to remember. You need to look at the bottom, see which number it is. If it's a 1 or a 2, it goes into the recycling stream here in Montclair. If it's not a number 1 or a number 2, you throw it out. The other important thing to remember about recycling is that the tops of containers or bottles need to come off. They're not included in the recycling stream. So if you have a water bottle that you're using and you're going to recycle, you need to take off the top, throw the top out, recycle the bottle. Same thing with other products like this Arm & Hammer softener. You can recycle the container, but the top needs to come off and you throw the top out. Very important. A lot of people don't remember that. A couple of other things to remember. One is if you've got something with food in it that's recyclable, you need to take everything out of it, throw the food out, throw the tissue paper or whatever that came with it out, and then recycle the container. Another important point is if you really want to cut down on what you're not recycling, is start in the store where you buy a product that is recyclable. For instance, I used to use Crest, okay? But until I found out that Crest actually, look at the little number here, comes in a number 5, whereas Colgate comes with a number 1. So I can recycle this, but I can't recycle this. So I started using Colgate instead. So actually starting in the store, looking to see what products are packaged in a 1 or a 2 versus another number, it can also be helpful.
I'll definitely start doing that.
Excellent.
So I see there's styrofoam on the table. I didn't even know styrofoam was plastic. So can I recycle styrofoam?
Unfortunately, no, you can't recycle styrofoam. So any styrofoam containers just go into the garbage. Another important thing to remember is that it doesn't matter what color the plastic is. If it has a 1 or a 2, whether it's orange or yellow or clear, you can recycle it. If it's 3, 4, 5, 6, or 7, it's not recyclable no matter what the color is. Important point to remember.
So what about these bags? They're plastic, and yeah, this has a recycling sign on it.
They all have recycling signs on it, at least most of them do. But unfortunately, for curbside recycling here in Montclair, plastic bags do not go in. We don't do that here. But what we can do is take these bags to a local grocery store where there is recycling of plastic bags and deposit them there, but not curbside at our house. So now one more point to remember about plastics is that these lightweight plastics that easily blow away in the wind, they really should be flattened out before you recycle them. Okay, even these water bottles like this, flatten them out before you put them out for recycling. And then the last point that I wanted to make, and just to remind everybody, is that these items that have tops need to come out. Okay, this top is not recyclable, but this container is recyclable. So remember to throw out the tops.
Okay.
Okay.
So what else can go into the commingled category besides plastics?
Well, the two other big things are metal and glass. Not all metal and glass can go in, but aluminum, like a cat food can or like this kind of aluminum can, and steel cans can go in too. One of the things that's good to remember, if you use this kind of a can with a can opener, don't go all the way around so the lid stays right in there. And this top of these cans, they can be recycled too. But this kind of a lid, nope, can't recycle it. Just the glass. And you can recycle clear glass, brown glass, or green glass. You can recycle aluminum and steel cans. What you can't recycle is other kinds of glass, whether it's a drinking glass or a glass window or a mirror, cannot be recycled. aerosol cans cannot be recycled. And you don't have to go overboard in cleaning out jars of food, but no, not this much. And especially something not as gooey as this peanut butter. Rinse that out before you recycle it. Household metals such as a coat hanger or any other kind of metal from your house cannot be recycled in curbside recycling, but you can drop it off at the town yard. And another thing, this kind of aluminum, the pie plates, nope, sorry, not enough aluminum in there to recycle. And these little juice boxes, juice drink packs like this, you might think that they're metal or plastic. Sorry, can't recycle those either. Another big thing you can't recycle is ceramics, dishes like that.
So what about light bulbs like these?
Well, there's two kinds of light bulbs. There's the compact fluorescent and just the regular incandescent. Regular incandescents just go in your trash. But compact fluorescent light bulbs have a little bit of mercury in them, so you need to recycle those as household hazardous waste. Another big category you can recycle in Montclair and Commingled are these aseptic packages. They're the ones that you have on the shelf. They don't need to be refrigerated. Some have this kind of lid and some have this straw. Don't recycle that straw. But aseptic packaging you can recycle with Commingled in Montclair. Don't get confused with milk cartons. Milk cartons go with paper. We're going to tell you about that later. We hope that we didn't make this sound like recycling was too hard, too complex, that you just didn't want to do it.
It wasn't that bad.
Good, because if you take the time to recycle, we hope that you want the stuff in your bins to really be recycled, and that the stuff that shouldn't be recycled isn't in your bin. If you're going to take the effort, we hope you want to do it right, because it really benefits the town and you.
And the environment.
So, Noam, was this helpful? Did you learn a lot?
I learned a lot more than I did before.
That's great. Well, on behalf of Blue Wave and the Environmental Working Group, we hope this has been a useful video and look for you the next time. Bye.
Bye.